Hey everyone, we're going to talk about 7.2 homework questions. We had two that were the most nominated, 17 and 21. If you see one that you're still stuck on, please nominate and I'll keep checking the forms. So let's start with 17. They were all about comparing rates. So we're going to start with 17 and you can use the same idea for some of the other problems as well. So 17 says 10 gallons for $13.70 or 12.5 gallons, and we're talking about gas for $17.75. And we're asked to find the unit rate and then which is a better value. So to find the unit price, so that means dollars per blank. So the first thing I'm going to set up is we want to have unit price as it says, so that's dollars first. So in this case, $13.7 per 10 gallons. And you could absolutely use a calculator on this. I don't have one with me, so the easiest thing I'm going to do is get rid of the decimal. Or actually, it's divided by 10, so just move the decimal point back. I'm being silly. Move the decimal point back, and so you have $1.37 per gallon for the first one. For the second one, we have $17.75 over 12.5. This one's a little bit harder without a calculator, so you can either move the decimal places, or what I recognize is that they both have maybe easier to do this in terms of fractions and things like that, because I noticed like 0.75, 0.5, those would both be fourths. So I'm just going to be like kind of sneaky here, and if I multiply them both by 4, because they both could go into 4, I get a whole number, which is super nice. So then I get 71 over 12.5 times 4 is actually 50. So to make it out of 100, I'm just going to multiply it by 2 again, and then move the decimal place, just again being kind of sneaky. So that's 142 over 100. So the price there is $1.42 per gallon. And since this is the smaller amount of money per gallon of gas, the first option is the cheapest. So a couple of nice little tricks with math and numbers, but also with comparing rates. You want to spend less money for the same amount of material, right? So less money, still 1 gallon of gas. So looking at 21, I'm going to erase this. So if you want to pause the video, go back and pause for a second. That might be wise if you're working, want to write down some of the stuff that we just did. So 21, I'm not going to redraw the picture, but I'm going to tell you the important facts. You've got 8-hour days. You have Tom, who made 203 frames. You got Charisse, who made 216. And you've got Tina, who made 227 in that same day. So they're about equal if you look at the pie chart, but a little bit different. So find the hourly unit rendering rate, so how many per hour, hourly. So for A, that just means take whatever that number is, divide it by 8. So 203 divided by 8 would give you Tom's, which is 25 and 3/8 frames per hour. And you do the same thing, 216, 8 to find Charisse's, which is 27, and Tina divided by 8 is creating 28 and 3/8. And then the unit is the same all the way down. So make sure you're dividing by 8. That's the main thing I'm thinking some people got stuck on. Who's the most efficient? The highest number, so Tina in this case. How many more frames per hour did Charisse do than Tom? So we're just looking at comparing 27 and 25 and 3/8. So you can do that with subtraction. So 27 minus 25 and 3/8. And how many more frames per hour did Charisse and Tom complete together over Tina? So Charisse and Tom together, add those, per hour, sorry. So what I would do is find these together, and then compare to Tina. So this is definitely one that having a calculator is helpful for, but remember, if you're using a calculator, you still need to show all of your work. Please let me know if you're stuck on anything or have any further questions. Talk to you later.